cargo. And we got another dead one, eh? Damn, going through the wood chipper. Cold out today, eh?
That's North Dakota.
Okay, so what do they say in South Dakota? Like, y'all are dead from the chipper? Huh? Is that what the difference is? North, south?
I don't know.
Pretty big states, they might have their own accents. I don't think we met anybody here that is from here. Except that waitress at the restaurant.
Oh yeah, we owe her $10
We owe her $10 for her.
for the tip.
Yes, for her fabulous service.
But let's talk about the dilemma that was going out to eat at, what's it called, the Alpine Inn?
Right? It sounded fancy. Like, who doesn't take credit cards in 2023 for dinner?
Right. So we go and we have dinner. They have...
They don't even give you a menu.
Right. I guess apparently only have two things on the menu. Filet mignon, large and small. So for what, like $18 or $20. And so we order that and we eat it, and it's kind of, well, I'll just say it's not a Morton's, and it's not even really a Texas Roadhouse, but it's not bad.
Mine was very good.
Yeah, mine looked like some flat steak kind of thing. Didn't look like a fillet.
Yeah, yours wasn't very thick. Mine looked more like a petit fillet that we're used to seeing. Yours looked more like a ponderosa kind of thing that would have came on a tray with a baked potato.
A baked potato, Texas toast.
Texas toast here in South Dakota.
And what else did it come with? Didn't it have something else?
Like a quarter of a head of lettuce.
Oh yeah, that's right. A quarter of a head of lettuce.
Iceberg lettuce.
Iceberg lettuce with some
ranch
dressing on it. So it's not bad. For the two of us, we both got the large, and it was like $38.
Yep.
So they bring us the bill, and they say cash or personal checks. But if you don't have that, there's an ATM up in the front. I said, well, and I had just given away the cash that I did have in my pocket as a tip to a helicopter pilot because we went on a helicopter tour. So I go out and try to use one of the debit cards that I have, that Ellen has, which we never activated. So I go up and I try to guess the PIN for that. I'm surprised the machine didn't swallow my card and say, sorry, don't come back.
Right. Fraud.
Right. So turns out I did have a little bit of cash back in the car. So $40 even. So now we owe Brittany the tip. So I got to go back there. They obviously do not serve breakfast because we just went by there and it is closed on a Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. But now I got to go and...
At a light.
Oh, we're driving. I got to make a light. So today we are going to Badlands National Park. But what we'll talk about instead is where we've been. We haven't made a video since May, I guess. At least not one with both of us in it. And that was when we were in Pennsylvania. And we were at Bill's Happy Camper where we bought our RV and he had a rally there. So from there we went to New Hampshire to take care of all of our personal stuff because we are still domiciled there. Plus we had to move our daughter from Syracuse, New York, from school back to New Hampshire to hang out there while she hunted for a job, which she finally got a job in Pittsburgh. So then we had to move her to Pittsburgh, and that's when we started our journey back out on the road. When we're in New Hampshire, tell them about the weather in New Hampshire, Alan.
Oh, so we were probably there for 60 days, maybe? Roughly, I don't even know. And it rained for 58.
Right?
So, yeah. And usually summers are very beautiful in New Hampshire, or it was nice during the week. be nicer in the week, and the weekends would be rainy. But we were there, I think, the middle of May, and Memorial Day was a beautiful weekend. That long weekend was beautiful. And then it just turned evil after that. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, people were joking that it only rained twice. Once for 40 days and another for 20.
Yeah, so it was a little wet. But we had fun when we were there. We saw a lot of friends. We went out to dinner with a lot of people. Oh, here comes a shopping center. Maybe there's a Starbucks up here. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess Starbucks isn't going out of business anytime soon. So before we were rudely interrupted by my caffeine addiction, seeing as I'm running out of coffee, we had to go to Starbucks. We made to stop at Starbucks. All right, so where were we? So we went to New Hampshire, and we visited all our friends, took care of a bunch of personal business, and we picked up a new dog, which we'll put some video somewhere around here. At this very moment, he is resting peacefully behind us. Thank goodness.
Can you give dogs Benadryl?
Right.
Can you do that? Is that allowed? What about like whiskey?
It's something. This dog has so much energy. Gives Harley a run for her money. Yeah. So we did that. And the dog has chewed carpets, pillows, her own bed. Living in an RV with 2 dogs. Not sure that was the smartest thing.
It does keep Harley entertained.
Right.
Or busy. Fighting for her life.
All right, so we left there, New Hampshire, with a new dog. Then we went to Pennsylvania, right, to Pittsburgh, drop off our daughter. Then we came across to
Cincinnati.
Oh, yep, visit a friend in Cincinnati. And then we went across Indiana. I don't know if we stayed anywhere in Indiana.
No, we skipped staying in Indiana. Because we've been there so much.
Yeah, because our daughter went to school there in Indianapolis, so we're quite familiar with Indiana, in Indianapolis in particular. And then we went, what was after that? You went on a work trip to Mackinac Island.
We actually stayed at Junius Ponds in Phelps, New York.
Oh yeah, what? So we have some video of that. We'll get a video out for that. What else?
We stayed at Indian Brave Campground in Harmony, Pennsylvania.
Oh, that was another cool place. Cool little downtown there in the Harmony area.
Oh, yeah.
That was
the
cool.
One outside of Pittsburgh. And
Yep.
then from there we went to Winton Woods Campground in Cincinnati.
Yeah, that was a really well kept. That's what they call a
State Park?
no, not a county park. I think it was a county park. Very well kept. We got video and drone footage of there. That was cool. Where else did we go?
And there was no WKRP there
No
in Cincinnati.
We didn't go searching that out. There must have been something there
We
for
didn't
that.
search for it. Yeah, there was nothing.
Yeah.
It's fictional. Our
Okay.
son came to visit as well.
Right, and then we went to where we go? We went to Cedar Point, which was a long drive, but well worth it. Roller coasters there. Can't do videos on roller coasters. They make you give up all that stuff before you get on the ride. And we also went to Kings Island. Ellen did not do that. She doesn't do the roller coasters with me. All right, then where we go after that?
Then we had a fabulous one-night stay at a Love's RV stop in, I like this, Normal, Illinois.
Right. I do have video of that as well.
Yep. And then from there, we went to, I'm reading from my trip overview, Little Bear Campground in West Liberty, Iowa.
Oh yeah, and we went to Field of
IA.
Dreams movie set there, where Buster scored. I have a short video here. You can watch that.
And then from there, we spent one night to get Nebraska at the Scenic Park Campground in South Sioux City, Nebraska.
Right, one night in Nebraska. That was like that campground was sort of like downtown along a river, I guess.
Yeah.
It was very scenic. I don't think it was particularly loud. It was really, really hot though. Okay, where we go after that?
After that, we went to the Dakota Sunsets RV Park.
Right.
And that was in Salem, South Dakota.
Which has a population of
6.
I don't know, was it 300, 400? I don't know. It was low population. And it was like 40 minutes to get to a Walmart. There wasn't much there, but it was really nice campground. Very well kept. Got video of that.
Near Sioux Falls. It was just past Sioux Falls.
Right. Off of 90 onto 81 or something. Somewhere around there. 80. And it was 80 miles an hour. The speed limit too, so you could get places quick. In that, if you're on RV Life and you read the reviews, they talk about the pickles. So they have someone who brings in homemade pickles, and we did get the pickles there, and they're really good. So if you go there, get the pickles. What else?
Well, hopefully they replenish their inventory
Yeah.
since you left, because Scott bought most of the pickles, I think.
Yeah, I think I bought like 6 jars of pickles.
Yeah. You've eaten most of them.
Yeah, they're really good.
And then
They're probably the best pickles I've ever had.
Thank you for your pickle review.
Okay.
And then from there, we went to the Rafter J Bar Ranch camping resort in Hill City, South Dakota.
Right, and the population there is 892, I believe. And that's a really nice park. Got tons of video for that, and I guess what I'll do here is I'll do the little walking video, walk around here. I got some drone footage of there. And yeah, so take a look at that, and then we'll be back in a minute and we'll tell you about all the other stuff that we can do around there. Like today, we're going to where? Badlands
National Park. Not
Right.
Badass. Badlands.
Badlands.
We'll let you know what we call it by the end of the day.
Yeah,
Maybe we changed the name to Badass.
Right, and we're about 24 miles or 24 minutes from there now. So you go watch this video, we'll do that, and then we'll talk to you later. Back in a while.
Thank you.
All right, let's start out with the view. So this is right from the stairs of our RV. This is site 128, which I think is the best site in the whole place. They do have a lot of open space, so there are no spots that are bad per se. You can see big open space over there. Over there, there's some open fields over here, a mountain there. Let me give you a view from this side. There's our cement patio, fire pit, composite picnic table. That's Ellen's plant. So plenty of room for our stuff. There's our grill, Ellen's exercise bike. Oh, and the composite chairs over there in our carpet. This site is definitely long enough. We fit our dually, the rig, and then our extra car with plenty of room to spare. So this place is definitely big rig friendly. The roadways are this crushed gravel. Some is more firm than others, but none of it's bad. A little narrow here, but it didn't bother me at all. Might hit the grass a little bit, but you know, they account for that, I guess. They know that's happening. I don't think you'll hurt anybody's feelings. Look at that view. Incredible. This site is a bit expensive. I think it's in the probably 90 or so a night. And we are right here on the Labor Day weekend. We've been here for a few days, about a week. And we're gonna have to move tomorrow. We'll move down there in another back-end site. You can see the space in between here is really big. And with this, particularly over here, you offset a little bit, so there's even some more privacy. The hookups are well positioned. Water pressure's been good. This will give you 50, 30, and 20, I believe. Yep. Two sewer hookups. There it is from this side. Yeah, so like I said, this site 128, if you come here, you might want to try to get that if you're willing to spend the money for it. We've actually, breaking the rules a little bit, had the dogs out here off leash running around. And some other people came over and we let the dogs play here too. All right, so this is where we are for our second site. We're in this lower level 271 to 279. We're at 272. In front of that, there are some pull-through sites. I think about 5 of them, if I'm not mistaken. And then the rest are all back in. Check out this car here. It's pretty nice. Fully red, beautiful red. All right, so pull-through sites. I think the last one is right there. And then we've got the back-end sites. And the back-end sites are really easy to get into over here because you got so much room in front of you. You basically just pull on up, pull straight ahead, and then back straight in. That's what I did. I brought it up there, went on the other side of that dumpster, and then it was just a straight back-end shot. Had to do a couple of adjustments, but it was pretty easy. So, big site here as well. Lots of room between you and your neighbor. Comes with all the standards. A picnic table, not composite down here. These are wooden. Got a fire pit. And then again, full hookups over here. There you go. And you can get a little bit of road noise over here. Right beyond the second tree line out there is the highway. You might see the cars going by. There's a big meadow there. Didn't bother us too much. These sites definitely are not as big as the big pull-through site that we're in, number 128 previously. But it's enough to get the truck and the RV in. I was able to fit the SUV there as well. Could have probably put the rig back a bit more and been able to pull the SUV in regular, but it is not on the road. Plenty of room to get in and out of it. So if you're traveling with an extra vehicle, that may be even important to you. All right, and then this is our view from here. So it's later in the day, so that's kind of westerly over there. And actually, the sun was coming up more or less over there. So there you go. Well, it's a little smoky and windy today. Just a quick little walk around. Here's another big open field, the meadow. It has a walkway cutting right through the middle of it somewhere. Can't see it from here. It is the end of their season, so they're pretty much wrapping things up. They've drained the pool, but we were here for a week before they did that, so we got some use out of it. Let's see what else is going on. Let me go show you the facilities. Well, even though they've started draining the pool and closing things down, I'm going to show you the pool. Here's the parking area for the pool right here, because as you can see, sites are pretty well spaced out. So a lot of people probably drive to the pool, and the pool's right over here, so it's a short walk from the parking area. So they have started draining the pool and close things down over here. Pool was getting a lot of use when it was open last week. It's big enough. They had a lot of chairs out there. They've stacked those all away now, taking the ladders out. Pool's almost empty. Nice clean area. It wasn't very crowded. They do have a hot tub as well. Yeah, there's a hot tub. And then another little patio area up here. And then this is the main office plus the camp store. It's easy enough to check in here. You come up right where this Jeep is coming from, essentially. Stage here, and then you can check in right there. All right, so we're all self-contained in our fifth wheel, so we don't use the laundry unless we have something pretty big, like a comforter or something like that. But here are their facilities. Well-maintained machines. coin operated, as is usual. Nice little place, very clean, tidy. A couple of folding tables, excellent. I'm gonna go into the men's room and check out the showers. Let me make sure nobody's in there first. All right, so here's the men's room. Plenty of sinks. Again, very clean. Smells very clean too. In good repair. Looks like they have shower seats in each one of them. Well lit. Remarkably clean. It's amazing. All right, so there you go. This is just one of them. I'm going to assume that any of the others are of equal quality. So I didn't see any pickleball courts, but we do have a basketball court here. Some beach volleyball. And this building over here is the original, I hear, or so I'm told. Both of them are from the original camp. And I guess Custer stayed here at least one night is the story I was told. And then I think it's about 12 miles, or it's called something, 12-mile route. You'll have to check on that, but they drop the horses here and switch them out when they're going from Cheyenne to Deadwood. They'd switch out horses for the stagecoach here. So I was checking this out earlier. I'm a sucker for old textured wood. Look at this, this is pretty cool. Let me see if I can get better lighting on it. Check it below the sun here. Let's see if the camera will adjust. There you go. Yeah, so it's 100 years old at least. I'll put some links below for the history of the place so you can check it out. This must be where they store their firewood. And I think I heard that these were original too, but they re-sided them somewhere along, modernized them. I don't know if that's true. They look a little bit more modern than these structures. Look at this. Look at detail on that. It's pretty cool. Oh, look at the roof. All weathered and dilapidated. So the place has got a lot of character, definitely a lot of space. 160 acres, if I hadn't mentioned that already. And again, recapping the, here's some more of that crushed gravel packed down. A few pulled through sites over here. Oh, way down there are some cabins. I didn't go and look at those, but those look to be in good state of repair as well. Well, there you go. Okay, so that was the walk around video of Rafter J Bar Ranch. We liked it pretty much. It was quiet, clean, a lot of activity in terms of people coming in and out, but we met a few people. We saw another Riverstone there, which, another two Riverstone. We met one Riverstone family. Let's see, what else went on?
Did a lot of stuff in the area, so it was centrally located to many of the things that we went there for, and even some other things that we didn't know we needed to see. So, yeah.
Yeah, we went to Custer State Park, so we drove around there. And in this video, we're going to talk about the things that we did, but we're not going to show too much video here because we don't make it too long, and we'll do individual videos, or at least a part 2 that kind of consolidates all the other stuff we did. So those things were, let's see, we did Custer, Mount Rushmore, the wildlife loop, We went to Keystone. We went to Deadwood. We went on a helicopter tour around Rushmore and Crazy Horse. And
to that, the Devil's Tower.
Oh yeah, and then we also went to Devil's Tower.
And the Badlands.
And the Badlands, yeah. So we did a lot. And everything is, I think, how far was Devil's Tower? That was like 2 hours, maybe? 2.5 hours?
Oh, wait. And we went to the Dinosaur Park.
Oh, we did go to the Dinosaur Park.
Rapid City.
In Rapid City.
Because when you're sitting there at a gas station waiting for Scott to get gas or a cup of coffee, and you look up on the mountain and you see a big dinosaur, you have to go.
Right.
Because you just didn't know. I didn't know if it was real or what was happening. So I said, oh my gosh, we have to go. So we went.
Yeah, it was way up a hill. And it looked over all of Rapid City.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. And they had a lot of construction going on there, so I think they're redoing the park, putting in, it looked like handicap ramp to get up into the park because it's up on a hill, even from where its little visitor center is, with a little store and stuff.
Maybe the dinosaurs needed help because
Right.
they're getting a little older now, and they might not be able to get up those mountains as easily.
So, let's see, Mount Rushmore was pretty cool. That was on Ellen's bucket list, so we got that going.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And we did that during the day as well as at night. Let's see, what else? I don't know. There's not much more.
Well,
So
there's
you go
a lot
into detail.
more that you will see in the videos after this. So,
Yeah.
you know, we got to see Mount Rushmore. And we saw a bison. We saw a few
Oh yeah,
bison.
we saw a lot of bison actually come out on the road. So we saw them on the wildlife loop that's around Custer area, and then we also saw them in the Badlands. I think we got a better video of them in the Badlands.
Yes. Yeah. Well, there was only one or two in Custer State Park, but
A lot
there was
of deer.
more in the Badlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of deer and some jackalope.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They were jackalope. I don't
Oh.
care what anybody says.
Oh yeah, and so Rafter J Bar Ranch is in Hill City. So I've got some video of the attractions that are in downtown Hill City as well. So we'll try to do probably 1 or 2 more videos that puts all of that stuff together, shows you what's around. And then what else do I got going on? I've got a couple more tech videos that'll be coming out in a couple of weeks. And let's see. Yeah, so we basically really don't know what we're doing with these videos. So if there's something specific you guys want to see or hear us talk about, please let us know down in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe. And if you think anybody else will get value from our content, please share it out to them. So, thanks for watching. Again, let us know what you think down in the comments. We appreciate it.
They probably want to hear more from me on the tech videos.
Get more from you on the tech videos.
Yeah, because
Right.
I'm really technical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Well, maybe you can give some reviews.
On technical things?
Yeah.
Like what?
I don't know. Stay tuned. Oh, so forgot. There's a lot of drone video for Rafter J Bar Ranch as well. So here it is. We'll just play music on that and close it out. Hope you enjoy it. Take care.